Today we're looking at the Deviant Moon Tarot. And this is probably not a tarot I would have picked up on my own, but I'm sorry, allergies today. I'm feeling a little congested. So we're gonna look at the Deviant Moon Tarot. I probably would not have picked this up on my own, but I saw some people talking about the Deviant Moon, and what I like about the artwork, so this is a borderless edition, and it is by Patrick Valenza. I know there's a whole book on the Deviant Moon, and I probably will buy that one day. I am not planning on buying it too soon. It says on the side, stylized characters in moonlit dreamscapes draw you into the luminous world of Deviant Moon Tarot. This special borderless edition highlights Patrick Valenza's stunning artwork and allows readers to connect more deeply with the evocative tarot imagery. So the thing I like about it is I kind of like it. It reminds me of like Tim Burton art, and I like Tim Burton because I really like The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I think it's a great. I have not used this deck yet. Full disclosure. I don't tend to like these little guidebooks that are kind of like thin, and there are some tarot spreads in the back. Is this an astrological one? Nope, it says, I can't read. My eyes are too bad. My eyes are bad. I need glasses, y'all. Yeah, so this is like a special spread. I don't know what it's called. What's the spread called? It's a lunatic spread. So it's got the Inquirer, past influences, subconscious influences, secret desires and wishes, hidden forces, events yet to come, surrounding environment, influence of others, spiritual forces, and final outcome. I kind of like that spread. I like that, the lunatic spread. Who knew? I like the lunatic spread. So it's really cool. So it does have upright reverse meanings. You know, I probably will never use this guidebook because I don't really need like a guidebook like this anymore. And I kind of like guidebooks that are more in the author's voice. Like their unique voice, and not just although look, it says Nine of Wands. Trapped in an underground maze, the masked lad searches for a way out. Resting upon a ledge, he considers giving in to his seemingly hopeless situation. 8 wands mark the path to a possible exit. A 9th wand ignites his resolve to not give up. Okay, I like that. So it came in like a regular standard tuck box, which is probably why the guidebook is like so normal, and it also it also allows it to be like cheaper. But yeah, I probably will use that guidebook because I like it when things are written in the author's own voice. I really like that. So yeah, this artwork reminds me of Tim Burton. It's like shades of Tim Burton to me, and I've heard some people say that it is disturbing to them, but I don't find it disturbing. Maybe I'm disturbed, but I don't really find it disturbing. I don't know. Maybe I need to like really look at it more up closer. I've never used this deck in a reading. I think it's gonna be great for Halloween, and I also look at her boobies. They're like nails. And she's got several of them. This is the Empress. Very interesting. I think it's going to be a great Halloween deck. And I also think that this deck is great for working on your shadow self. Like really working. We have negative energy within us, right? And if you were really to take just the negative energy and manifest it into a physical form, you know, I could see our negative energy manifested into forms like this. I really could. Because it's ugly. When you do something that's ugly and maybe even out of character, maybe your shadow side is like leading the charge. It's not cute. So I don't know. These images aren't disturbing to me. I think it's kind of fun for Halloween, honestly. And I love Halloween. Look at that. So yeah, I like it. There's a card here. Let me tell you something. I think it's this one. There's a card. Listen, look at this card. It doesn't have I wonder if they if that's a mistake, because it doesn't. It's the strength card, I think. 8 is the strength card. They're supposed to have like a little, like, what do you call, title on the card, and it's not there. I wonder if that's a mistake. Look at that devil. And I love that the devil is red, because that's, you know, our deepest, darkest shadow selves rest in our root, in the lower 3 chakras, mainly the root. And the root, and like the color that symbolizes the root chakra, is red. So I think this is a perfect color for this devil. I love it. Look at it, it's like an alien. It's like a UFO. I probably can't see it too well because of my eyes. I'm probably missing a whole lot of details. I hope you guys can see. The star. I love the star card. What's going on here, though? It's almost like she has a body within a body. Or her insides are showing. Oh, wow. Yeah, because this is the card of, this is like healing. So it's almost like her insides are showing. Like her skin is like pulled back and her insides are showing. Really cool. So that's how it feels when you're healing. You feel a little crazy and you feel like your eyes are going, look at her eye. She's like, I'm okay, I'm fine. Look at that. And I like this. It's like puppets on a string, because it's like the moon. We're just charging forward. We're not sure. It's like there could be danger out there, but we're not sure. But we're just kind of, this to me kind of reminds me of like how we live our lives in the world. It's like we're going and we're not sure where we're going. And it's like, we're aware of the fact that it could be dangerous, but there could be dangers out there, and there might not be dangers. It's like we just don't know. And we're kind of led by like societal norms and all of these things. And so it's like they're puppets on a string. I like that moon card. I like this deck. This is a great deck to use if you're feeling a little crazy. Oh, man. If you're feeling like, because healing work will bring up emotions that, this is why people don't like to do it, because it'll bring up emotions that make you feel crazy, make you feel, you know, it's hard. We pushed it down for a reason. We don't want to deal with those emotions. Ace of Wands. It's interesting that she has like a baby in this. Like, what kind of baby is that? It looks like a little bean. That's really interesting because the Ace of Wands doesn't really represent a baby. It's more of like new, like a new action. It's like taking action, something new, starting something new, getting a creative idea, or taking action on some kind of creative idea that you've had. So it's interesting that there's a baby in this card. But I don't know what it's like, not a baby. I need to get the book. See, now I need to get the book because I feel like I feel like there's symbolic. Wait, let me look it up. Hold on, y'all. I gotta look this up in the guidebook. I gotta look it up in the guidebook. Oh. Where's Wands? Oh, it starts with swords. Why is it starting with swords? Okay. I hate it when people change the suits around. I don't know. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but... Okay, the Ace of Wands heralds the beginning of all that is good as she cradles new life in her arms. Her massive torch is prepared to spread to fire throughout the woods, igniting minds with creativity and passion. The beginning of all that is good. Creativity, passion, passionate love, birth, new life. Wow. Potential. I never thought about, I guess, potential. I never thought about the Ace of Wands as like representing like new life. I've thought of the Ace of Pentacles in that way. And Wands is like representing fire energy, which is more of a masculine energy. I would think more of like cups. The Ace of Cups might be, because the Ace of Cups also kind of represents like a blessing. So babies are, you know, they're looked at as a blessing. I don't know. I bet you I won't forget that though. I bet you now when I do readings, that will be in the back of my mind. Like, oh, this might represent a baby. We shall see if that helps in the future. Look at, he has a vine growing out of his belly. Very interesting. There is a lot. I heard this too, is there's a lot of symbology in this deck, in the artwork. And you kind of have to, I guess the book really like goes into detail about all of it. I kind of do want to get the book, but I'm not like feeling like pressed to get the book. I'll probably just wait until, because I have decks that I want to get. Still. Ace of Cups. Very interesting. This is the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups can often be like another indication of, it's like almost like a Lover's card. It's like a minor arcana Lover's card. So, you know, sometimes when you draw this card, it can mean a relationship. And like, look at down there, she's holding her belly. So you kind of wonder if that means she's pregnant. Very interesting. But you know, the interesting thing to me though, is that like the Lover's card is in the Major Arcana, and the Major Arcana really points more towards like the spiritual side of life. You know, there's duality. We have the spiritual side and we have the earthly side. And to me, the Lover's card points more towards the spiritual side. This is a really interesting deck. I'm kind of going through it slowly because I'm really looking at like every picture, and there's a lot to take in. This is the Six of Cups. So it's like they're having like one of those olden time plays. It's like they're thinking about back to the days where they were like children at a carnival watching one of those old carnival plays. Very, very interesting. And I like how there's like the moon everywhere in these cards. Like everywhere, even in their faces. You know what's interesting? So this is like the Seven of Cups, which is all about like, it's all about like the options, like all of the, or the things, all of the things that you can imagine. It's like, if you think about anything you could imagine coming true in your life, that's like the Seven of Cups. And it's almost like he's an artist. It's like he's imagining, he's like thinking about all the things that he could imagine, and then he's actually manifesting it into the Eight of Cups. She's like, no, I'm walking away. I don't want any more wine. The Nine of Cups with the genie. See, he's got a genie. You know, the funny thing about this is that, like, okay, so I learned that a genie is like a jinn, which is like a spirit in certain stories and stuff, like a mischievous spirit, right? And so I was just talking about the Nine of Cups versus the Ten of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is like, you have everything you want in the earthly realm. And this very much reminds me of like, almost like you have everything you want, but what you had to do to get all the things you want isn't pretty. And it's like, you're not satisfied. Like, look at the look on this genie's face. You know, there's like a lack of satisfaction in this, which is always like the energy that I feel around the Nine of Cups. And this is the Ten of Cups. I much prefer the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups is like, you have everything you want in the physical and you have everything you want in the spiritual, right? So this is like a happy marriage, happy family. We have everything we want. There's nothing more we could ask for, right? I love that. And then this is the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. Those are interesting colors that they're wearing. It's like a royal blue, purple, and teal. I like those colors. Okay, Ace of Swords. Let me set this to the side. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. I like this Two of Swords because it's like it's one body, two people. And look at how they have the swords placed. It's like, whose head should we cut off? You know, like the Two of Swords is all about making a impossible decision. Like you're choosing between two bad options, right? And so that it's just like it's like no matter which option I choose, I'm cutting my own head off. So wow, that's crazy. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Look at that. There's like swords coming out of every orifice. Got him through his feet. It's like, that is not a pretty picture. This is how we feel sometimes, though. It's like we're just totally defeated. Like, dude, go ahead and stick another sword in me. Like, I'm done anyway. Like, whatever. We have the Pentacles. It's like a dragon. I'm about to get a dragon deck next month, as soon as I get paid. I have some neighbors down the street that are waiting for me to get a dragon deck so I can read their... They like dragons. So once I get my dragon deck, they're gonna let me read they're gonna let me do a tarot reading on them. And I don't know why I've been waiting so long to get this dragon deck. I don't know. There must be a universal reason. I'm not going to question it. When it's meant for me to pull the trigger on this deck, I'll do it. Maybe I needed more practice. Maybe I needed to be a more skilled reader in order to interpret the cards in the way that's going to be the most helpful for them. There we go. Until next time, you guys. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you have a good night. It's kind of late. I'm starting to slur my words, but I'm going to do another, probably 2 videos before I go to sleep. So you guys have a good night. Talk to you later.